Good evening. It's Monday night, the second day of March, day 62 of my journey to alignment. I have to say I was really looking forward to today. After spending my Sunday sharpening the saw, I was pretty anxious to get back to the creativity side of things once again. Last night I wrote down my power statement for today, so here it is. I'm going to write up another podcast for my Mindset is Everything podcast series. That way I'll have 4 of them done. The one I chose to do this time is Win the Morning, Win the Day. Start strong, stay strong, end strong. Well, let me show you this. That's so exciting. I'm only showing just the cover sheet because the podcast content is more than 14 pages, and so I decided to save the paper and ink and just show you the first page. I guess I'm getting more frugal in my old age. I have another thing I want to show you too. If you remember, on Saturday I was doing the recap of all that I got done and through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical, and I mentioned that the two amigos came up with a totally new name for my coaching program, Living the Dream Coaching. I forgot to show you a little worksheet that I typed up to help me stimulate my mind and stimulate theirs so they could go out in their assignments and bring back more support material for this to help me with that decision process. Well, here's what it was right there. It's naming my coaching program. The sound of your program's name, does it sound rhythmic? Like bold, like Dunkin' Donuts, like Home Depot? What kind of status or sense of status does it exude? Does it imply any results? It has all 3. Living the dream sounds so great. In fact, it's just kind of a thing that people say to themselves. But I put Living the Dream Coaching. And as you remember, Saturday I said that I could get Living the Dream, but that's $75,000 for that domain name. And the Living the Dream Coaching I got for $15. So exciting. Thank you, amigos. Now let me show you my to-do list right here for Monday. Has 2 yellows. Read a chapter in the Law of Success, and then write out episode 4, Win the Morning, Win the Day. Done! Bam! Got it done. In addition to all of this, I also went back and finished off a few more items on my coaching package to-do list. If you remember, I showed you this some time ago and finished it off today. Remember that? Well, they're all done. Bam! Done. Another big project done for the day. I really felt great today. I was really motivated. Okay, let's go ahead and answer Croy's Get Honest with Yourself questions. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Yes. I didn't miss a beat through the weekend, and my Monday started the same way. Did you start your morning with power? Were you productive throughout the day? Absolutely. Bam, bam, bam. Did you get the most important things done? I sure did. Did you move your goals forward from the portal of my mind to right there on my hard drives? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted? Yes. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Were you present for her? Croy summarizes these questions for getting honest with yourself by asking this. What was the one thing out of all the things you did today, Marty, that you know you could improve on going forward? In other words, did you fail at anything today that you can turn into a tool of success? The one thing I think I could improve on going forward, because I really thought about this, might be to take more time each day to exercise more awareness of what I am doing, how I'm doing it, and how it is affecting things all around me. I say this because after I read a chapter in the book I'm reading for the month of March, this one right here, The Laws of Success, it talked about being more aware of the immutable laws and principles that underwrite every truth of success. So here's a little bit of an insight to what I'm talking about. This is an excerpt from this book I'm reading called The Laws of Success. Quote, one of the greatest benefits of our lives is to be masters of those fundamental principles and truths that can give our lives great significance and joy. If you will read these chapters carefully and take note of the many places where the principles discussed may be advantageously applied, your prosperity will be increased in many areas of your life. Our success depends upon how effective we are as discoverers and followers of all the laws that will influence our success or failures. Benjamin Franklin discovered some of the laws of electricity. Newton discovered the law of gravity. Einstein discovered the law of relativity. Kepler discovered the law of planetary motion. There are laws of motion, laws of learning, and laws of business success. Hear up, beginner entrepreneurs. Laws of business success. Every great principle of truth and success is underwritten by fundamental, immutable laws. End of quote. Isn't that fantastic? That's a great page of powerful thought. The next question is, what was my biggest success today? Well, my biggest success, I think, was the fact that I didn't miss a beat in my normal win the morning, win the day routine, which catapulted me right back into the day of accomplishment. It wasn't like I had a vacation that I made me feel I had to have a vacation from my vacation, if you know what I mean. My day of sharpening the saw yesterday was just enough to get me rejuvenated. And then this morning I got right back on the saddle and had a great day of accomplishment. I worked hard today and I was ready for it. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Although I watched my Why movie and my Vision movie, I also had a few moments where I imagined myself talking to a group of Living the Dream coaching clients who came to an event. I'm not sure what the event was, but there I was in front of about 500 attendees. I was on stage doing a presentation of all things, and the crowd was made up of both women and men of all ages. And that's about it. That's about where the movie ended. I wanted to stay and think through that in my imagination, but the mindfulness time that I had just completed was all done, and it was time to do my exercise routine and get on with the day. Next is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? The one thing that made me feel successful was, even though I basically focused on just writing episode 4 on Win the Morning, Win the Day in my writing today, it really felt great because I'm getting more personable with my content and I'm getting more comfortable with my content. And I feel that the content is becoming more and more relatable to these beginner entrepreneurs. I'm just really feeling my bones. I just feel they're going to love it. So that's what I have to say made me feel successful today. Croyce then says, rate your day's effort. So I gave myself a 9. I gave my day a 9. I say 9 because I got everything done that I wanted to. I enjoyed every minute of the day, and I had the entire evening to enjoy with Kathleen. We even got to watch another video together of Jody Moore's coaching process and the right way of thinking, and we talked about it. It was a great night. The next question is, if this was the only thing you got done tomorrow, but you still would feel successful, what would that one thing be? Now put it into a power statement for tomorrow. So this one's easy. I said I will record episode 4 podcast. I'm going to get that, I've got it written today, but I'm going to record the podcast and add the background to it tomorrow so that I have 4 completed podcasts for my Mindset is Everything podcast series. So excited about that. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for Mondays. If I wanted to, I could stay in my office all day long, all the way up to when I close off my day at the end of the day by doing this video journal entry. I don't do that, of course. I leave at 5:30 and head down the stairs. She's home. But like I said, I could have stayed the whole day because the fact is Mondays are a brand new start on a new week, and I don't have any have to do's or have to be there kind of tasks on Mondays usually, and so I like that. Next, I'm grateful for a wise wife who is smart. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. A few months ago, my wife came to me with a suggestion backed up by facts. She said we could stop paying for cable. In fact, we should stop paying for cable and save more than $100 a month. But we could still get those cable shows that you like, Marty, and have a few options for entertainment. We don't watch that much movies and that kind of thing, so we can save that money. And we can do it without having to pay so much for it. Well, she was right. And we now are putting more than $1,200 a year back into our pockets. It's fantastic. Thank you, dear. You're so smart. And lastly, I'm grateful for the benefits I'm getting for taking the time to think of what I'm grateful for. It really does open the door to increased happiness and even more healthy emotional health and mental power. So thank you, Croy, for your reminder to be grateful. I think I'm ready to close this off for the night. I really have enjoyed another day of living the dream. Bam! Done! And so until tomorrow night, where I'll be right back here at this same time, at this same place, I wish you continued success. Good night.